I want to see people succeed, especially the young black people. I want to see them succeed. I want to see the future bright for us, the youth and the communities. Yeah.
Mina ngiphume kasi where dreams are sent to die, but arrive to find immortality. Where it goes is the flares right. Amajita pushum terezo, and pulsing through its streets are the colors that tell its story. Today, I'm at an organization called the Southern Africa Youth Project, where I'm chatting to Hakeem. As its brand ambassador, it's not surprising that Hakeem says if you know him, you know the Southern Africa Youth Project.
SAICO is a non-profit organization which is located in Diepsloot, and its purpose is to educate and change the mindset of the youth in the community and in the world.
The work done by the Southern Africa Youth Project is inspiring. And as someone who's admitted to being invested in seeing the youth succeed, I'm interested to find out how exactly Hakeem contributes to this end.
In the community, right now I'm all about giving knowledge, advices, how you can do this, how you can do that, in order to have nice results. Yeah. So I'm all about advising the youth. Yeah. Through SAICO. All the children coming inside here, the youth, I tell them, I give them advices, educate them, and I also learn something from them.
I'm actually very encouraged to hear that SAPRO is a co-learning space, where those who serve at the organization and those who enroll for its courses benefit equally from the value that each member brings. Quite frankly, youth-centered initiatives like the Southern Africa Youth Project are few and far between eGaslethu. Usually, the youth are simply left to their own devices. So, in the spirit of celebrating a win for the youth in these parts, I asked Hakeem what else he thinks our community has to be proud of.
In terms of infrastructure, the infrastructure being built, like in number 10, Chuma Mall and Bambanani Mall, like all of this giving us like jobs. It's reducing the rate of unemployment in the community, and I think that's one of the things we're doing right.
I concur with Hakeem to an extent. The development of commercial infrastructure has several self-evident benefits, but it's the inconspicuous detriment to the township's small and medium enterprise economy which worries me. Large corporate entities seem to enjoy an uncontested market and simply don't sow back into the communities. I'm not sorry to say this, malls are not enough. When our conversation takes a turn to the areas in our community which need improvement, Hakeem touches on an issue which seems to have long since been neglected.
Where we end up performing, I would say, sanitation, in terms of vesting sewage pipes in the streets, rubbish bins next to the streets, toilets. I would say hygienically, that's where we're going wrong.
I'm sure any municipal mouthpiece can generate a semi-coherent response to the state of sanitation and waste removal, Diepsloot. And even that wouldn't speak to just how grossly dehumanizing it is to live alongside bursting sewage pipes and rising mounds of waste. Somehow in the midst of these circumstances, Hakeem's ambitions for himself and for the community remain audacious.
I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to see myself building businesses and employing other people. And also to the community, the youth, just like me from the community township, I want to see them owning things, like ownership. They want to control,
The point Hakeem makes about community members coming to own key community resources is an important one. It relates back to my earlier sentiments about protecting the township's small and medium enterprise economy. I'm always interested to hear different perspectives on youth life eGaslam, so I asked Hakeem about the best hangout spot. I mean, where do young people go to play with other young people around these parts?
They're not much. I'd say the parking number 2, but it doesn't look really well, but yeah, the second out spot. Other than that, you can find the youth hanging out in taverns, pubs, because there are not much hangout spots.
Okay, I may have expected to get that answer. The parks and recreational facilities in our community are notoriously neglected. The park Hakeem mentions, for instance, was once the pride of our community. And I'm willing to accept that the maintenance and upkeep of community facilities is a collective community responsibility. So the question is, where are the leaders who should be organizing the community to actively take an interest and care for the things in our community that are meant for our own recreational development and social cohesion? Well, if you ever find yourself at Gaslam, I want you to know exactly where to go when you're hungry.
I would say Mashiru's place. When it's called Mashiru. It's a combine.
Opposite combined. Okay.
This is not the first I've heard of the place Hakeem is describing, so I'm definitely going to check it out as soon as I can. Keep an eye on the Colors of My Hood Instagram account to see how that goes. Before I let Hakeem go, though, I asked him who he would suggest for a Colors of My Hood interview.
I'll suggest my manager, Mr. Clifford.
And with that, I'm going to do my best to get hold of Clifford for a conversation. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow the Colors of My Hood Instagram page to find out if I succeed. As I leave the Southern Africa Youth Project armed with another story of hope from Hakeem and the name of someone who's made a noteworthy contribution to his life, I've got a spring in my step I didn't realize was missing when I walked in here today. I'm excited about the future, our future as a community. I'm encouraged by the spirit of young people in my hood and their capacity to focus beyond their circumstances. Colors of My Hood celebrates you, Gaslam. Diepsloot, stand up.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Lay's or Doritos?
Lele.
Tomato sauce or mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Spring or autumn?
Spring.
Sandals or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Morning or evening?
Morning.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cash or card?
Cash.
Yes or no?